A cool late summer day in the Shenandoah Valley makes up the setting for the 2025 installment of the Route 42 rivalry for these men's soccer squads. The Eastern Mennonite University Royals meet the Eagles of Bridgewater College. Coming up! Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Bridgewater Soccer Complex. I'm Tate Mills, and today we have two teams that are off to solid starts to their seasons and have had no trouble scoring the ball as of late. Who will be able to score the ball most today? We'll find out soon. But first, let's take a look at the history books and then a weather report. EMU leads the all-time series, 21-12-1 tie, but Bridgewater has won 4 of the last 5. It's cool out here today. It says 69 degrees, however, it feels like 63. Cold front came in yesterday. Winds at 10 miles an hour, gusts at 20. Got a decent amount of rain last night and this morning. The rain is gone, though. Field looks in decent condition. We'll see if that provides to be any issues today, but right now it looks pretty solid. Squads are coming out onto the field, and we are looking to get started shortly. Bridgewater enters today at a 4-1 record. A great start. EMU enters at 3-1-2. They've finished their game in a tie 2 out of the last 3 matchups. Looks like we're getting started shortly. Players looking to get in position. Run through the starters for the Royals first. Hector Ortiz, Jonathan Guzman, Hamidullah Toki, Iverson Garcia, Brian Rodriguez, Ornelia, Oliver Riviera, Hudson O. Coachella, Jan Caesar, Derek Torres, and Logan Darrow. In goal, Ryan Bosefield. And for the Eagles, Anthony Eugenio, Arian Hammond, Will Flores, Raleigh Queen, Anthony Madrona, Matthew Brand Jimenez, Ethan Lucklier, Naradeno, Layden Mongold, Trey Widrick, and in goal was Davis Bashore, making his second start in goal of the season. And we are underway here. Bridgewater in white is Eastern Mennonite in blue, and we are in possession. Bridgewater had first possession. They turned it over pretty quick, and Eastern Mennonite will look to see what they can do with the ball first. They're going to look to clear early now, and they're working backwards, though, as they look back the way of Bousfield, who will move it upfield. Bridgewater takes back possession. And the Royals will take it away temporarily. And now they are able to get it back just for a second. Moved upfield. Oh, and Queen was in good position there. Good defense there by the Royals to stop that push. And they're going to try to work upfield now. Downfield, off the head of Deno. And knocked out of bounds. Ball is in play now, and that's going to be centered up and out of bounds. Alrighty, back in play now. Going to look to get started shortly. Corner kick coming up for the Royals. Great crowd here today. See what they're able to witness. They're going to witness a corner kick that's kept on the ground first. Knocked away. Chasing is Queen. Keeps it in bounds, and he will look to get something started for the Eagles. Launching upfield and headed. And that ball will go out of bounds. Eastern Mennonite will be in possession now. Ortiz will look to get things started with this possession. And with the throw in, and he will look and he will overshoot his intended target, but he will look to get it right back. Queen is there with it, and he will have it taken away. Good defensive play now. Tohi with it. And the Eagles will take it right back. This is Queen trying to work around a couple of defenders, and errant pass will get it taken away. Queen frustrated early on that one. Royals with it again, and that will be a whistle. Launching downfield now are the Eagles, the way of Woodrick, and that's over his head. And another downfield shot, this time for the Royals, will find an Eagle. Still bouncing around around the midfield line. No one able to claim possession yet. Until now, the Royals will look to have it, and he will be tripped up, and possession will go the way of Eastern Mennonite. Important thing to notice, while these two squads are both in the ODAC, this is not an in-conference game. So it does not count towards the conference record, just playing it as a rivalry game. You can definitely feel the intensity out there. Downfield shot to Queen, just out too far out in front of him, and Queen stepped off. Back in play now. The Royals will have possession. Working upfield now is Ortiz. Passes it down to the far side of the field. And out of bounds. Ball is in play, and the Royals will take it right back. Working upfield now, and Brian Jimenez will halt their momentum. Royals will keep control of the ball. Ortiz will look to throw it in again. And he will just dump it off short. Royals working now, deflected a couple times. Now passing upfield. And, off the head, high off the head of a Royal. And they will look to settle things down and get this ball cleared. 5 minutes into the game, not much action yet. One corner opportunity for the Royals, not able to do much with it. This ball is ricocheted a couple of times and passed back out. Taken away by the Royals. This is Toei with it, and he's going to be tripped up and taken to the ground. Hamidullah Toki leads the Royals in goals, points, and shots with 4 goals, 9 points, and 15 shots on the year. They definitely run the offense through him. It will be Jonathan Guzman with this free kick opportunity now, fairly close to the goal. See what they will elect to do with this one. He will launch it up. Good positioning there, and jumped up and saved and collected by Davis Bashore. So closest anyone's came to scoring all day. That was a pretty good position, but a better collection by Bashore. Now working upfield now are the Eagles, and good defense by Ortiz on that one as his ball flies into the stands and then back out. Ball is back in play now. Eagles have possession, trying to work in an opportunity now. Jimenez will push it back out, and an errant pass right to the way of Brian Rodriguez. Ball being bounced around between teams now. Now will be launched up. Royals looking to get something going here, and he will be tripped up on the far end. No call. Ball will fly out of bounds. Bridgewater enters this game playing pretty well. They've scored 10 goals total in their last 2 games, winning by a score of 6-1 over John Jay and 4-2 over William Peace over the weekend. This ball was back in play, collected by the Eagles just temporarily. Now launching downfield are the Royals, and that's too far out in front of the intended target, and Bashore will collect, and he will put this ball back in play. Running downfield now, and back looking the way of Bousfield. are the Royals. That is Ortiz with it now. Marked by Queen. Passes it off, and now Queen will have it. And he will put up a shot on the ground, which will be collected by Bousfield. Bousfield, a freshman out of Richmond, Virginia. This ball is now back in play, and Bashore will redirect downfield. Mentioned the goalkeeper for the Royals, Ryan Bousfield. He's gotten 4 starts on the year, now 5, as he and Andrew Artledge have both worked behind the defense so far this season. And now downfield shot to Queen, just over the head. He could still work with this, though. Getting around a defender, putting it up for a center, and redirected out of bounds. So that was a quick flash of some speed displayed by Riley Queen. As Bridgewater will have a corner kick opportunity now. Marked at the ball, launched towards the goal, and that was just inside and went out of bounds. Bousfield will collect, and he will look to get this ball moved upfield. See if the Royals can get back on offense. That was the closest Bridgewater has been to scoring all game, that sequence there. Royals looking to stop that momentum as they look to launch downfield. And it is collected. Now worked around and settled down. That is Garcia with it there on the far side of the field. And he will pass then back out to Guzman. Guzman working around a defender, or at least trying, and he finds help behind him. On the sideline now, near side is Ortiz, and he will look upfield. Headed around a couple times. That's Ortiz with it again. And ball's at midfield, collected by the Royals. Still on the far end of the field, working around now as we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage. Looking to get back in play. Bridgewater awarded the ball. Launching downfield now off the head of a Royal. And then an Eagle. And then another Eagle, so a few headers there. As that's Caesar moving downfield with it now. Gave it up to Tohi, who's marked by a defender. Keep an eye on him. And good defense there to get the ball out of there on the Royals' best offensive player. Tohi coming off Offensive Player of the Week in the ODAC honors. So they're definitely going to look to get him going. At some point today, they've given him the ball close a couple of times, unable to get anything going yet. We'll see how that trend continues for the rest of the game. As they're inside now, we're going to get a shot off, and that one will be wide but collected anyway. Bashore will look to move the ball downfield. Woodrick now with it off of his chest, and a couple of passes will find its way to Queen, and he will look to midfield to Eugenio, who's going to have it taken away. Royals now working back upfield. Definitely have the momentum for the passes. Just as I say that, it gets taken back away, and Queen's going to have it just too far in front of him, but Woodrick is there nonetheless. He is pushed off the ball. No call. Madrano with it now, and he will give it a pass, and that shot will be wide. Ball is back in play now for the Royals. Queen tracking. Off the head of Deno. Oh, good play there. Royals will have possession. As a good play by the ref to jump over the ball. The official there displaying some athleticism. Ball is redirected out of bounds, so not a ton of great offensive play by either team so far. As I was saying, Bridgewater has had plenty of offensive success recently, scoring 10 in 2 games. The Royals, on the other hand, have given up 2 goals in each of their last 3 games. So the numbers looked like they were good for Bridgewater coming in based on the averages as of the past few games, but nothing going offensively yet for the Eagles, and the Royals are holding on defense pretty well. Bridgewater is giving up 1 goal a game on average. As Queen will have it now, potential for something. Looking to move around the defender. Oh, makes a good move there. Looks to cross in the middle. Ball was there and redirected away. Ball was there, but a teammate was not. Keeps it in bounds now, and we're going to get a whistle. Back to what I was saying, the numbers and the averages. In the first 3 games for the Royals, they gave up only 1 goal, and now they've given up 6 goals in their last 3 games. So defensive is something to look out for the Royals on the defensive side of the ball, but they've been pretty steady so far in that regard as we're coming up on 15 minutes played in this one. The Royals will look to inbound this ball with a throw-in. Ball goes off the head of a Royal and now bouncing around the midfield line. Redirects a few more times as we have a player down on the far end of the field. Eastern Mennonite sideline happy with the ruling there. And they will be awarded the ball. Guzman will look to resume play on this one. Still looking to work it out on the far end of the field now. Still waiting down there. I believe we are ready now. We have the whistle. And launching down towards the goal. Cluttered around. Ball's up in the air. Still in the air. Now back on the ground. Launched way up in the air. Bridgewater looking to settle in on defense now. Try to get this ball cleared. No one able to get any true possession of it yet. Brandon Jimenez down there working around the defender. Go good crafty spin move there just to launch it downfield, and Bridgewater will look to get back settled in defensively. Good hold off of a free kick for the Eagles. Woodrick down there pressuring the ball. And now a downfield shot for the Royals. Unable to come away with it right away. Oh, good ball control there to keep possession. Passes it over to Tohi. So he works around a defender. I thought he was looking to rip a shot there. I thought that might have been just a little late. He had a lane, decided to holster, and it didn't work out for him. As Bashore was able to come up with that one. After he did get a shot off, but it was immediately redirected and up for an easy collection for Bashore. Bridgewater will look to get something going on offense now. Good speed displayed there by Anthony Madrano, but he will have it taken away. Good disruption by Queen there. Ortiz wanted a call, looked away of the official, didn't get it. But the Royals will keep possession of the ball. Queen is there again to disrupt, and he will. Little momentum now. Chance for the Eagles. Passes it out. Someone is there. That's a shot, and that's collected. That someone was Anthony Eugenio. Looked like a quick break potentially for the Eagles, but good defensive recovery by the Royals to keep this game at 0-0. Ball is up and in play now, looking the direction of Jan Caesar. Brand Jimenez there to collect it, and he will look the way of Will Flores. And Flores will look to pass upfield, and he will. Now moving downfield are the Eagles. And that pass was a little too far out in front of Queen, who will back off of it, back defensively. And now Queen will come away with it on offense once again. Draws an extra defender, now backs off. Crosses towards the middle of the field in Medrano as he will look to push it down to the far end of the field. Just off the back, which redirected that one. As Brand Jimenez will take this one away again, as he will look to launch downfield. And that one will stay on the ground and collected without any trouble by Bousfield. Ball's now downfield once again, redirected by Bridgewater. Flores now working upfield as he will collect it and he will pass to the far end of the field. Cross now to Woodrick, deflected and out of bounds. Immediately back in play. Deno is there on Caesar, and that ball is out of bounds again. Ball inbounded now. That's Eugenio with it with a good touch. Trey Woodrick working upfield and just not able to dribble around three defenders. And that ball will go out of bounds. Bridgewater will retain possession. Brand Jimenez will toss it in, and the ball will find its way to Medrano, who will look to the far side of the field. Bridgewater with a couple of offensive possessions in a row now. Woodrick there in the middle, not able to collect it. Medrano defending, draws an extra defender. That's Hammond down there, also working on defense and creating a turnover in favor of the Eagles as they look to reset this possession. Looking upfield to Woodrick, and he will have his ball intercepted and deflected. Hammond working defensively. Oh, good play there. As we have a couple of injured players downfield. Play will continue. Queen working upfield. He might have a chance here. Passes off to Woodrick. Woodrick will wrap around a defender, shoot, and right to Bousfield. Both players who were injured on the far end of the field were able to get up under their own power, and play will resume without any issue. Just above 20 minutes gone in this game. Score remains 0-0, and how both teams are playing offensively and defensively coming in 0-0 is not a surprise, of course, in a soccer game, but Bridgewater has had no issue scoring in their past two games. See if this keeps up for Bridgewater or if they're able to break through. Bridgewater will take possession now on a free kick opportunity, and ball is back in the air. Woodrick now all by himself, draws a few defenders, passes inside to Queen. Queen, just marked by a couple of defenders. And Bridgewater's been close a couple of times here in the past 6 or 7 minutes. See if they're able to keep this pressure up or if the Royals can get an offensive push going for their own. Will Flores down there for Bridgewater now. Oh, good move there. Good flash of speed displayed And still working, coming to the close end of the field around a couple of defenders is Garcia for the Royals. See if they're able to get anything going now. This ball is going to be redirected out of bounds. Hammond called for the foul. Arian Hammond, the freshman out of Florida. Free kick opportunity now for the Royals. Their last free kick that was relatively close ended up pretty close in a goal. This one is launched downfield. Coming up out of the goal is Bashore, has to get back. Royals will look to keep possession. They will for the time being. Looking over to Rivera. Centered, crossed, and redirected out of bounds. Got some subs coming in now for both squads. Few different ones. As we will look to resume play. Throw in coming for the Royals. As they will launch overhead down towards the goal, bounce around a couple times. Good box out there. Royals still have possession, looking back the way of Ortiz. Ortiz looks in the middle. Shot up and just high from Ventura. For the Royals, he just subbed in to the game, sophomore out of Richmond, Fernando Ventura. Bashore will look to launch this one downfield. So Bridgewater had a few offensive opportunities, followed by one or two pushes from the Royals. Now the Eagles will look to get back on offense and break this 0-0 tie, but not able to get anything going on that possession, and that ball will go out of bounds. Throw-in opportunity now for Eastern Mennonite. Ball will be thrown in. And tripped up. And we are going to get a whistle, and that foul will be committed by the Royals. Bridgewater will have possession now after that penalty was called on the Royals. It will be a free kick now. Ball is up and in the air, tracking towards the goal. Bounced around a couple times. I don't think the Eagles got a man on it, as this ball will go out of bounds and off the Royals. Now back in play, that's Will Flores, who was drawn by two defenders. Now working upfield are the Royals on too far out in front of Rivera. Some miscommunication there you could see. And that offensive opportunity will be short-lived. Bridgewater will launch it downfield off of the foot of Bashore. No one able to come away with it yet, and good job keeping it alive and in play was Ortiz, and he will have it out of bounds off of the Eagles. And the Royals will look to get this ball cleared and an offensive opportunity following. Oh, and they're going to have it taken away pretty quickly. Queen moving towards the middle of the field. That's going to be a cross and just a bit too hard and too high. And the ball will go out of bounds. Ball is back in play now off of Bowsfield's foot, and the Royals will look to get this ball cleared. Haven't had a ton of offensive opportunities since early on in this one as they're going to launch downfield now. Tracking towards the ball, and good box out there by Noah Deno. Ball is back in play now, and up the sideline now. Redirected by Bowsfield and collected by the Royals. They look to get this ball cleared. Coming up and taking it away is Hammond. Ball still being fought for. No one taking advantage of it yet. That's Joshua Parker out there for the Eagles. Just came into the game. Possession will be awarded to Eastern Mennonite after all of that taking place on the far side of the field. Ball still being fought for, and this one will come away by the Royals temporarily. This is Ventura with it now once again. Passes it backwards. And coming up to collect now is Kiernan. And he will be drawn by a couple of defenders and finally taken away by Bridgewater. Good pass there. Coming out and collecting was Bowsfield. And Bowsfield will launch downfield and right to an Eagle who will redirect it. And this one will come into the collection of the Royals and back to Ortiz. He will look to center. No, Adena will knock it on out of there, but the ball will still be up in the air. Wittrick will have it launched downfield and just too far out in front of Parker. And Bowsfield will have it again. Eastern Mennonite trying to work upfield once again, and they have not had a ton of offensive success since the first few possessions in this one, but they've held on defensively pretty good. Bridgewater has not had a ton of good looks either. Still nothing going yet, not able to clear the ball. Maybe Ortiz can do something about that as he will launch downfield, and Deno will redirect it out of bounds. So a clear, successful for the Royals. So we have some subs coming back into the game now for both squads. Throw-in opportunity now. This is Arteaga into the game now for the Royals. Wittrick will launch downfield and that ball will roll out of bounds. So a clear there as Bridgewater will look to take the ball back away. Bowsfield will have it now and he will launch downfield and hard off of the head of an Eagle. And I believe that will be a foul committed by the Eagles. Offsides is the call. Launching upfield now and off the head of an Eagle. Riley Queen working the ball now, trying to work around his defender. Now draws an extra defender, and he will come up, find the man not guarded as Brand Jimenez, and just too far out in front. Tripped up was Anthony Eugenio. And the crowd likes that call. And this is going to be a free kick opportunity now for the Eagles. See if they can do anything with this. Official trying to work some things out. Matthew Brand Jimenez will be the one that will get this ball back in play, see what he likes to do with it. Still waiting for the signal to resume. And still waiting. I think might be an issue with the clock. All right, we are back in play with the whistle. Brand Jimenez will step up to the ball, look to center it, and coming up field and collecting is Bousfield, so nothing going there for the Eagles. And Bousfield will settle his squad down, and he will look to put this ball back in play, keeps it short, trying to work upfield as opposed to launching downfield. Still working offensively are the Royals. A couple of redirects off of the chest from Ventura, and he will continue to work the ball upfield. This is Salazar with it now. And that will be a whistle and a stoppage. And this will be a free kick opportunity fairly close to the goal now for the Royals. Dimas Portillo into the game now for the Royals. See what he can do with this one. He will move up to the ball, try to center it. That might be too far, and it is. Off of the head of an Eagle, and a corner kick upcoming now for the Royals. All right, corner kick upcoming now for the Royals. See if they can do anything with this opportunity. Steps up to the ball, looks to center, and ball is loose on the ground. Shot up, blocked. Still in front of the goal now on the ground. Knocked out a couple of times, and now back out. Queen is looking to move the ball upfield, and he will. Moving downfield now is Queen, as he will put it out in front, and just too far to keep the ball in play for his offense. So nothing going still offensively for either squad. 0-0 remains the score as we're coming up on 11 minutes remaining in the half. Throw in now by the Royals and immediately out of bounds. Bridgewater free kick is up and in play. Taken away quickly by the Royals. Oh, good pass there. And taken right back away by the Eagles, and he's tripped up. That's Eugenio that was tripped up. And this will be another free kick opportunity for the Eagles. So trying to get organized down there on the on the left side of the field, scoring side for Bridgewater. Whistle to put the ball back in play. Now launching downfield now are the Eagles. Redirected in the air a couple of times. Still up in front. And again redirected. Still on the ground. Widrick with it now for a second. Shot up and blocked, and finally gotten out of there by the Royals, but the Eagles will keep possession. Oh, just for a second, errant pass. And, good touch there to keep the ball in play for the Eagles. See if they can keep this offensive momentum going as Eugenio will try to work around a defender. Ball is hit hard off the back of a Royal. And Brand Jimenez will have it now. He will pass off to Queen. Queen will look behind him to Campbell. And there is nobody there. Connor Campbell in the game now, sophomore out of Leesburg for Bridgewater. Campbell with it again off of his head. And now the Royals will take back over. Just for a second as Anthony Eugenio with it now as he was working upfield along the sideline. He draws a defender, and that one will be a foul. Eugenio's confused, but he won't be able to successfully plead his case, and the ball will be awarded back to Eastern Mennonite. Hard off the chest. You could hear it from here. From Ventura, and he will have it taken away by Queen. Queen working on a couple of defenders. Oh, good job staying on his feet there. Good pass, too. That's going to be Hammond on the far side of the field. Ball was out of bounds. As we're going to get a sub. That's going to be Trey Whitrick coming out of the game. And Jaden Buckles will step in his place. See if they let Whitrick rest for the remainder of the first half, just under 8 minutes to go, or if this is just going to be a quick breather and then bring him back in shortly. We will see. Oh, good job there by Eugenio keeping the ball in play. Centered now, looking for Queen, redirected again. Queen will have it in front of the goal. Not able to come away with anything there as slide tackle there. And the ball was out of bounds. And this will be going in the way of the Eagles. They got pretty physical down there. See what the Eagles will be able to do with this one. Closing minutes, now about 7 minutes to go in the half. They can throw this one a long way, and he will, right in front of the goal. Knocked up in the air a couple of times, still in the air. No one able to come away with anything yet. Still shot up way in the air. Hammond's there, and he will go off of his head, and it will land out of bounds. So nothing there off the throw-in. Score will remain 0-0. 6.5 minutes remaining now. Campbell will have it launched off his head in the direction of Queen. Queen looking upfield now, spaces the ball out. See what he will elect to do with it now. Settles it down, dances around a defender, centers it up. Ball still in front of the goal. Coming up, tripped up, and he can't believe he didn't get a call there. Neither can the crowd, but nonetheless, as the Royals will come up and away with the ball. That will be Elijah Bird with it. Then passed it pretty quick, as Simon Yoder will then have it into the game as well. Bar on the far side of the field offensively now for the Royals. Under 6 minutes remaining in the opening half. Ball is still there, but no Royals inside in front of the goal. They will collect it and settle it down offensively. Nothing going yet on this try for the Royals. And now Brandon Jimenez is there to settle things down as he will look upfield, and that one will go off of the foot of a Royal and in the direction of the Eagles. Thrown in now to Riley Queen as he tries to work around a couple of defenders as he's tripped up on the ground, and he will get back up. Ball is still being fought for on Bridgewater's defensive side of the field, and that ball will land out of bounds. Royals still have the ball around midfield now, just a little up. Now looking backwards. Queen tracking towards the ball as he trips up an opponent, and he will be called for that one. Ortega. It's our Ortega down. For the Royals. He will be able to get up on his own power there, it looks like. A couple words there for Queen as he walks past him. Free kick now for the Royals. Whistle to put the ball back in play now. And the Royals will look to launch downfield. Ball was centered. Shot way up in the air. Still in front of the goal. We're going to get a shot. Blocked. No one able to come away with it now until Bridgewater is just temporarily redirected back in Bridgewater's favor. Now shot back. Eagles will collect again. Short pass. Calling for it on the near side of the field was Brand Jimenez. Queen's going to work with it now. Unable to come away with that one. Ventura will have it, and he will look upfield immediately to Elijah Bird. Bird working downfield, crossing now. Hammond redirects it off of his head. Royals still in control of this one. Good defense. Oh, we're going to get another whistle. Looking to maybe steal a goal in the last few minutes of this one. 3.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Royals working offensively, and they will have a free kick pretty close to the goal. Let's see what they elect to do now. Whistle. Ball is good to be back in play now. 3 minutes remaining in the half. Ball is launched up towards the goal. Shot way up. And way out of play. And a corner kick upcoming now for the Royals. I believe that's going to be Salazar, who will put the ball back in play, see what they can do with it now. They've had a couple good looks at the end of the first half, approaching 2.5 minutes to go. Ball was launched up, and that's over the head of everybody. And this ball will remain in bounds for a second. I think they're going to say it did go out of bounds.
It's not a free kick. No, what are you doing?
All right, throw in upcoming for the Royals, approaching 2 minutes remaining in the opening half. Score remains 0-0. Neither squad has had a ton of great looks as this ball is going to be thrown in. Loose in front of the goal, redirected. Queen's going to have it for just a split second. And now the Eagles will work upfield, and they've got numbers temporarily, and they were not able to take advantage of that. As that's going to be another whistle. 1.5 minutes remaining in the opening half. See what Bridgewater is able to do on offense now in the closing minute or so. Bridgewater will probably be able to settle this one down with Eugenio. Draws a couple of defenders. And this ball will be taken away Good trap down there by the Royals, but Bridgewater will come up back with the ball. 1 minute remaining now in the opening half of play. As this ball will go. No, it will stay in bounds. Crafty work there by Ventura. And Bashore will look to launch downfield. And that's going to be out of bounds off the foot of Simon Yoder. 30 seconds remaining now. Sub coming on with 20 seconds remaining in the half. Queen's going to come out. Maybe one more chance. Nope, this one will be deflected. 15 seconds remaining now. Maybe a look now. Moving downfield are the Eagles. Coming up, and he will probably just hold this one, is Bowles Field. We will go to the half at 0-0. Not a great offensive showing for either squad. However, defensively, they looked solid. Both teams did. 0-0 is the score. 15 minutes is the amount of time for halftime, and we will be back before that. Welcome back here to Bridgewater Soccer Complex. 0-0 is the score. We're about to get underway in the second half. Ryan Bousfield leads the saves category with 4. Davis Bashore has 1. Total shots for each squad are 5. And that's pretty much what it's been, 60%. Possession total for Bridgewater, 40 for Eastern Mennonite. And it's beginning to rain here. Here in Bridgewater, all of a sudden, it was not raining 20, 30 seconds ago, but it is raining right now. See how it might affect this game. See how it might affect this one going forward. All right, we're back in play now. The Royals will take the first possession, and that one will be out of bounds pretty quick. Ball is back in play. This will be collected. And the Royals will put the ball back in play. Alrighty, so we are back now. 0-0, of course, is the score. First half statistically was pretty even, and it looked pretty even as well. Not a ton of opportunities going for either squad. And now working upfield temporarily now are the Eagles. This ball will stay in bounds. Hammond will have it now. Weaving in between defenders. And quickly taken back away. And off of the head of Layden Mongold. This ball is now back in play. And this one will be fought for. Launching downfield now. Still being fought for. No one able to come away with it yet. And I believe this is going to be a free kick upcoming for the Eagles. Ran Jimenez will look to get this started, perhaps break the 0-0 tie. Launched up in the air, still in front of the goal. No one coming away with it yet. Shoot up and, just wide. Brand Jimenez will look again to get things underway in this possession. And he will step up to the ball. Will launch up towards the goal. And a misfire upfield from Tohi. And another corner kick upcoming now for the Eagles and Brand Jimenez. Take 2 up and underway. Still in front of the goal and just knocked out by the Royals. Good defensive possession there. See if they can get it cleared. They will not be able to. Launching upfield now. Ball is still on the ground, and this one will be wrapped up and collected by Bousfield. And he will look upfield, look at the coaching staffs now. Bridgewater is led by Ryan Bennison. This is his 15th season. And Bridgewater, and he is 8-7 all-time against Eastern Mennonite. So pretty even. See if he will be able to get to 9-7, or if he will fall to 8-8, or potentially 8-7-1 if the trends of the first half continue, or we'll see if someone will be able to break this one. Justin Carey of EMU is in his 4th season. The ball is loose now. Bashore dropping back in goal, and offsides will be the call, stopping that momentum. Justin Carey is 1-2 against Bridgewater so far, so pretty tight records for both of these squads, and both of these coaches. As this ball is launched back downfield. And the Royals will come away with this one. This is Tohi with it again, marked by Hammond. Hammond will take the ball away. Hammond will collect it back, and he will pass pretty quick. No one able to come away with that one yet until now. The Royals will look to move it backwards and see if they can get anything going. Take that back. Bashore is in goal for the Eagles. That's going to be Bousfield, who will look to launch downfield, and that will be a whistle and a foul. The EMU sideline likes that call. As I believe the rain has the rain has let off a little bit. Might still be sprinkling out there. As the ball is still loose and being fought for. No one come away with it yet. Hammond is there for the Eagles. Royals back in possession with it now. And quickly taken away. Queen moving upfield now, and look out. He will look to shoot, and that one will go right to Bousfield. Bousfield will launch upfield. Good kick there. And off the head of Hammond. Then off the head again of Locklear. Locklear will have it again as the Eagles look to work upfield. Will Flores will take it to the other side. Queen with a quick touch pass. Don't know if Madrano was expecting that one. But Madrano will come away with it again, and a foul is going to be called. Ball is back in play. Royals will look to get something going now. Not able to get much going for either squad so far. 7 minutes into the second half. And handball will be called that time. Brand Jimenez will be there to put this ball back in play. Brand Jimenez is there, gets the whistle to resume play. He will curve the ball in, and that one will be just wide. Pretty good opportunity there for the Eagles, not able to come away with anything, and the score will remain 0-0. This is Bridgewater's last game of their little homestand. They're 2-1 so far. They have 4 road games coming up, and in that 4-game road stretch, they will begin conference play. Again, this game is a non-conference game being played by 2 members of the ODAC. But to keep the rivalry going, they are electing to play this year outside of ODAC play. Moving upfield now, work around a defender will shoot, and that's going to be high. So you can definitely tell that Bridgewater has had a few more opportunities in the opening minutes of this second half than they had most of the first half. They've had a few good looks recently, not able to come away with anything, and we're about 9 minutes in to the second half, and the score remains 0-0. Bridgewater has only been shut out once this year. That was in a home loss to Johnson and Wales, where they lost 1-0. This ball is in play now, launched upfield. Bridgewater able to come up with this one, launching downfield now. Queen is in the area, and that one will go out of bounds. And Eastern Mennonite has been also shut out once this season in a home loss versus John Jay, also falling 1-0 in that one. So both teams have only been shut out once this season. We'll see if this 0-0 tie can be broken. So far, not a ton of great looks from either squad, but we'll see what they're able to do with it now as the Royals are working out field, dancing around a couple of defenders as Tohi, and he's taken to the ground. Play will resume. And the Royals will look to get something going offensively now. And it is knocked out of bounds. Corner kick opportunity incoming for the Royals. See if they can get a much-needed goal to break this tie. Ball is up in front of the goal, and that's just a little too far behind the Royals' wall. And ball will flip possession going to the Eagles. Bashore will look to get this one back going in play. Shore will launch up. Ball make it about halfway across the field. Bounced around off the heads of a few different players from different teams. And Hammond will be there as he will put the ball upfield. Redirected a couple times. Hammond's there again. Missed the header there. So he with it now around a couple of defenders. And Will Flores will take it away. Looking in the direction of Queen, who will redirect. Good ball movement there by the Eagles, launching upfield now and redirected back, and that's going to be a whistle. And I believe possession will be given to the Royals. Ball is up and away. Few different people down there in the landing zone. Royals will look to come away with it now. Bashore at the ready, not going to have to do anything on that possession, but the ball still being fought for. That's Kiernan with it now. Kane Kiernan. And that's going to be a whistle, and Bridgewater cannot believe that call. So free kick upcoming for the Royals now. Pretty good opportunity. See if they can capitalize and take advantage. All right, whistle. We are back in play. Garcia will look to launch up field now, and that one will be too far out wide. And possession will go the other way. Shore will look to launch up field. Off the head, good touch by Flores, and another good pass. Looking for Queen. Queen will look to shoot, and the ball will go right back to him. Not sure if he was shooting or centering. Nonetheless, he will get the ball back, drawn by an extra defender. and that's going to be a foul. And possession will go in the way of Bridgewater. Whistle means ball can be back in play. Back center towards the goal, headed up, and that's going to be falling backwards just a little bit. Hammond's there to keep the ball alive, as is Flores. Ball still in bounds. Tohi will launch it up, and that ball will sail into the out-of-bounds area. Hammond will toss this one in.
I was hoping anybody saw that.
Good toss there, but the ball will be taken over by the Royals just temporarily. Benjamin is down there fighting for it, and I believe he will come away with it. Good defense there to win the ball back for the Eagles, and an errant pass will make it tough for them to do anything there. Nope, but they're going to be right there back on it. Look out, and oh, just wide. No one there for the Eagles, so they're definitely putting on a little more pressure. See what they're able to do now. Throw in coming for the Royals as we are now under 15 minutes. Sorry, just over 15 minutes gone in the second half. 30 minutes, 29 minutes rather remaining in this game. Ball is loose. Working now are the Eagles. Madrano is there, working upfield towards the goal, and look out, that's going to be a shot, and good save right to Bousfield, who's had a few good saves today. Keeping his team in it for sure. Both of these squads still, of course, very much in it, but Bousfield's done plenty for his squad today between the pipes as this ball will go out of bounds and in favor of Bridgewater. Hammond will look to throw this one in. And he will toss it in. Good toss downfield. Ball poked out there. Madrano around the defender will look backwards. Pretty centered and not able to do anything with it was Cole Dunbar. Bousfield will look to flip the field now, as this is a pretty good kick, and this one will be first touched by Madrano. And the whistle will give the ball to the Royals. Good pass there. Working around now is Ventura. He will look back the way of Del Cid. Del Cid has it now, and with a good pass there. That's Elijah Bird with it. Leads the team in assists, and oh, good work to take it away there. Dunbar with it now as he will look upfield for Queen, and that will be a whistle. All right, ball is back in play now. Working upfield now and redirected towards the goal. Off Eugenio, but easily collected by Bousfield. Flores there to keep the ball up in the air. No one able to claim possession yet. And ball will go out of bounds.
22 for 26, you said?
Got some subs coming in now. Joshua Parker into the game for Ethan Locklear. As this ball is put in play and then redirected out of bounds. Throw in now coming for the Royals. Can throw it a long way. Logan Darrow with it now. He will launch, keeps it pretty short. Darrow will look to have it again, see if he will look to cross it. Drawn by Madrano, gets it away. Ventura with it now. And good defense there by Bridgewater. This is Riley Queen working upfield. He has Dunbar out in front of him. He will look the way of Eugenio, drawn by an extra defender. Look backwards. Madrano will look to have it now. He gets around his defender. Ball was launched way up in the air, being fought for now. Flores thought he was pushed. Bran Jimenez will have a free kick now. Whistle means he's good to put the ball in play. Off of his foot, out towards the goal. Loose in front of the goal, still loose. Queens with it there, and it's redirected. Out wide and out of bounds. Corner kick now for the Eagles. See what they can do. They've definitely been applying more pressure offensively than Eastern Mennonite has in this second half. See what they can do with it now. All it takes is one goal, and the entire game is changed. Let's see if they can get that one goal here off of the corner kick. Ball is up and quickly deflected by the Royals. Coming away with it now is Bridgewater. Benjamin is working on a couple of defenders, not able to do anything with that as he was trapped by Kiernan and Ventura. Throw in now for the Royals. Launching downfield, that's Caesar. And this will be taken away by the Eagles. Madrano with it now, and he will draw an extra defender. Queen with it now. He has Woodrick in front of him, and that ball just got away from Queen. Now launching back upfield. And good defense there by Mongold. And then Deno will redirect to the far side of the field, trying to set up another offensive push for the Eagles. Oh, good ball work there by Hammond, as he lost track of his defender, and he came up from behind him and took the ball away. And the ball will go out of bounds after all of that. Ball still being fought for. No one able to come away with this one yet. Eagles working downfield now, and possession will be halted for a second. Queen is there to keep the ball in play. Looks to center. That could be a shot opportunity for Eugenio. Widrick with it now, and that one will be out of bounds, wide. Bran Jimenez will take this corner kick opportunity for the Eagles, as we are about 21 minutes left in this game. Benjamin is not given the okay. Now he is, I think. Whistle means we're back in play now. Benjamin will step up towards the ball, launch towards the goal, and head it up, and just over the goal. So defensive hold there by the Royals keeps this game at 0-0. There's been one tie in the Route 42 men's soccer rivalry. See if we're in for a second one or if a squad will be able to break the tie in the next 20 minutes. Bridgewater awarded with the ball off that possession. And I believe that's going to be a handball against Eastern Mennonite, going the way of Bridgewater with possession. And a free kick opportunity now. That's 2 handballs today for the Royals. 3 handballs for the Royals today. Ball is launched up in play now. And loose in front of the goal and scooped up by Bousfield. Bousfield's been crucial today. Been in all the right places when called upon. Coaching staff has to be pleased with what they're seeing, considering their last 3 games for the Royals. They've let up 3 goals, 2 goals, and 2 goals. No goals so far in this one with 19 minutes to play. As I mentioned earlier, they opened up their first 3 games, only letting up 1 goal in 3 games. Last 3 have been a little more sloppy defensively, but this game has been good so far. See if they can keep it up. The second half has been dominated in possession by the Eagles. See if they can keep it up and try to break this tie. But a solid defensive effort so far from the Royals has prevented them from doing so already. Let's see what happens in the last 18 minutes, which is what we have left in this one. Bousfield will come up again, and he will scoop it up. Bousfield comes up a little out of the goal to get more length on the shot downfield. Not working for him, though. Josh Parker is there, and he's moving upfield and just off of his foot, and that one will go out of bounds. Throw in coming now for the Royals. Ball is up, being fought for, taken away by the Royals. That was Tohi with it there. And now Parker's working at field, and look out, got Widrick there. He will go to him. Fancy footwork there being displayed, now working back towards the goal, and Bousfield's there to get it right up, but he won't get possession, and a corner kick. Bousfield not quite able to scoop that one up, or if he did, he was out of bounds when he did. So corner kick upcoming for Bridgewater now. Ball is up in front of the goal, and almost there for Widrick, just not quite accurate enough. Mongold is there, and he will boot the ball downfield the way of Quinn, who wasn't able to collect it on the first bounce. And hard kick off of Flores there. He came flying up. Flores there once again, now working upfield. No one's there. Queen was just too far out in front of that one. Ball is back in play as we approach 15 minutes remaining in the game. Bridgewater's had a decent amount of offensive opportunities in this half, especially compared to their limited opportunities in the first half. But still not able to come away with any goals. Good footwork there by Steven Del Cid. And Davis Bashore. Make sure he's still awake back there. Hasn't faced too much pressure so far in the second half, as he will have his pass be deflected off of the head of Towie. And Hammond will have a throw in now, and he will throw in, trying to find Parker over his head. Parker with it again now. Dances around a couple of defenders, draws an extra defender, maybe a third. And that ball was launched up. Mongold with it now will try to keep away from Caesar, and he will. Hammond with it. He will look the way of Deno. Deno looks around, moves up with the ball. Tries to find an open teammate. He will dump off to Queen, who's right in front of him. Woodrick with it now. Trips up a defender. Still working around. Passes it off. Parker's there. Parker passes it back. Madrano with it as he will put it up in front. Parker tries to put his head on it, and that one will be a shot from Queen. And collected by Bousfield. Another crucial save by Bousfield, who's faced more pressure in this half than he had in the previous half. Bridgewater stays on the offensive end of the field now. Queen will have it poked away temporarily. Madrano's with it there, and now the Royals will look to get something going on their offense. Towie's with it now, draws an extra defender. Slide there, and this ball will be stopped and collected by Yoder. Trying to set up something offensively now. He will look the way of Iverson Garcia, who works in between a couple of defenders. He will put it up, and Bashore comes out. And I think they're going to get an offsides call on that one. So it looked like the Royals could have had something going in that possession. They were offsides. Ball deflected back out. Bashore was out of position, but it was offside. So whistled back. Under 13 minutes remaining in this one. See what we have in store for the rest of the way. Will either team be able to break this 0-0 tie? Or if we will have our second ever tie in this rivalry. Bridgewater working upfield with it now. Another opportunity potentially, and this ball will sail out of bounds. Eastern Mennonite has tied 2 out of their last 3 games. They tied against Johnson and Wales at home, and then on the road against Southern Virginia. Both of those were scored 2-2. They then beat Marymount on the road over the weekend. And they won that one by a score of 3-2. So they've been scoring the ball recently. Both squads have. However, neither squad has had much success so far in this one. In fact, any success whatsoever. Score remains 0-0. Ball is up and immediately whistled. Bousfield will take a few steps up to it, kick it downfield, still being fought for. Hammond comes up, ball is rolling in the direction out of bounds, saved. Hammond marking Zoe with it now. And now Eugenio works upfield. Queen comes up, out of position, and just jumped back on is Bousfield. So that could have gotten dicey. However, Bousfield once again in great position and comes up with the save. Hammond heads it in the right direction for Bridgewater. However, the Royals come away with the ball. Still working upfield now, maybe settling down a little bit. And looking back behind, this will be Del Cid with it, and he will immediately give it away, and he will get it right back. Passes short to Towie. And that one will be a whistle, and I believe possession will go in the direction of the Royals as we come up on 11 minutes remaining in this match. So free kick now. This will be Jonathan Guzman, sophomore from Manassas, Virginia. See if he can lead his team to finally break through in this one. This one will be launched up. Bashore will come out, and he wants his squad to go downfield, and he will punt pretty quickly. Queen with it now as he will once again pass upfield. Eugenio with it now, and look out going up the field. He will rip a shot, and just wide. They had the momentum, and Eugenio just missed that one as we now come up on 10 minutes remaining in the game. Battlefield will get things back resumed as we are now just about under 10 minutes remaining in the game. Bridgewater comes away with this one temporarily. Now bounced around a little bit around the midfield mark. Woodrick finds Mongold. Mongold will launch downfield over the head of the target of Eugenio, but he's back there right with it, looking in the direction of Riley Queen. Queen will retreat off of it temporarily as he's drawn by an extra defender, and that extra defender will take it away. Launch upfield now. Not much going on this position so far as he will look and find Guzman. He will pass to Torres. And now putting it upfield and knocked away and collected. Still facing pressure there by Tohi. Royals still in control of the ball. Now a good pass there. Finding Garcia. And working upfield once again are the Royals. Retreated off that push a little bit to try to set something else up. Now they're going to get a center, and that's over the head of everybody and will land out of bounds. Bashore will launch downfield. Ball makes it about halfway down the field. Still up in the air. Off the head of Woodrick. Off the back of Woodrick. And he will launch it up to Dunbar. And that one will be a whistle. I believe this will be a free kick coming up. Pretty close to the goal. Let's see what they can do with this one. Time is ticking down. 7.5 minutes remaining in the match. Benjamin is there once again to put the ball back in play. See what he likes to do now. Subs up to it. Tries to wrap towards the goal and just wide right. Subbing now is Bridgewater. Will Flores coming out of the game. I believe that is Connor Campbell coming into the game to take his place. Final 7 minutes. Corner kick now. As this ball is up in the air. in front of the goal and just poked up. And now launched up by the Royals and out of bounds. Still working through some things on the far end of the field. Believe Bridgewater will have a throw in now, and they will. Hammond's going to toss it in. Good toss there, making its way down the field. Launched up in the air and tried to knock out of there by Ortiz, unable to do so, and the ball will go out of bounds. So Bridgewater, as I've been saying, has definitely controlled the possession and has had more offensive opportunities in the second half. It was pretty evenly split in the first half. Second half has not been like that. However, the score has remained the same in both halves, 0-0. Now in front of the goal and collected once again by Bousfield. He's been crucial in the second half defensive effort for the Royals. And collision there by Campbell, who just came into the game. Ball will remain in play. Now working upfield are the Royals. Passed over to Darrow. Darrow marked by Campbell. Not much going. Footwork there and collected no problem by Bashore. So a little fast-paced opportunity offensively for the Royals. However, Bashore was able to shut that one down when the ball came near him. Queen will have it on the far end of the field. Ball was launched up in the air. Campbell's there working against Rivera. And Bridgewater will come away with this one. Queen is tripped up. As that's going to be a whistle as we approach 5 minutes remaining in the match. Break in play, we'll look ahead to next week. Eastern Mennonite will host Wilson College Saturday at 7 p.m. And for Bridgewater, they will travel to St. Mary's up in Maryland. Also Saturday at 5 p.m. So that's what both squads got for the rest of the week. For the next 5 minutes, however, they will be here trying to finish out this one, as that's going to be coming up. And, a good look there. Madrano with a good cross. Believe that was Witcher who came up, and he was just not quite in time. Ball is kept alive by Queen as we approach 4 minutes remaining, and Queen's going to be tripped up. As we will get a call there. Free kick coming up now for the Eagles. See what they can do under 4 minutes remaining in this one. Coming up now, ball is centered in front of the goal. Bousfield comes out of position. Once again in front of the goal. Good chance for a shot here, and a great save. Bousfield is everywhere. Two incredible saves there, as we're now under 3.5 minutes. Looked like Bridgewater had a good chance at an opportunity there. As now they got Queen running down the field. Look out. Bousfield comes up out of position. And a couple of blocks will prevent Bridgewater from getting anything close towards the goal. 3 minutes remaining now. And this corner is in play. Up and behind the goal. Bousfield there again, and he will look to get this ball out of harm's way. 2.5 minutes remaining now. Bousfield will launch downfield. Pretty short kick for his standards. Eugenio with it now. Good cross. Queen rocking up towards the ball. And that ball will be pretty hard out of bounds. as we're going to get a stoppage for an injured player. 2 minutes, 8 seconds are remaining in the game now. Don't have a number on who that is. All right. Hector Ortiz is able to get up under his own power. All right, throw in now. Off the head of Zoe. Ball remains up in the air. Widrick is jumped over, and the ball will being controlled by the Royals. Widrick coming up to disrupt that, and he will take the ball over. And Bousfield is there once again to collect it, and he will throw it up pretty quick. Trying to get in maybe one last good possession offensively are the Royals. Tough to get this ball cleared, though, but they are able to. Iverson Garcia running up, and Mongold is there to get the ball out of bounds. 90 seconds are remaining in this one. Royals might have one of their better chances of the half just as time is running out now. They do retreat backwards. Good defensive possession so far by the Eagles. Now launched back upfield and taken back over by nobody yet. Deno is there, and he will be able to find Widrick and then take him right back over by the Royals. Ball was up in the air. Garcia is there to work around a couple of defenders. He will draw an extra defender. 1 minute remaining in this one, just under. Centered now and gotten out of there. Decent opportunity now for the Royals. 45 seconds remaining in this one. And this one will be collected. Widrick now, drawn by two defenders, won't be able to keep possession of the ball. About 30 seconds remaining in this one. Score remains 0-0. See if the Royals are able to put together one final push as Bashore comes up. And he will launch downfield. 15 seconds remaining in this one. Do the Eagles have one final push in them? Widrick now. Queen's going to have it now. Moving up is Dunbar. Dunbar was going to look to score in front of the goal now and just knocked out of there. They had a great chance. One more chance, and this game will end in a tie. 0-0 is the final score. Bridgewater will record their first tie of the year. This is Eastern Mennonite's third tie. It really looked like Dunbar had a chance to break this tie just as time was running out, but not able to do so. Ryan Bousfield played very well, and his efforts were backed up by, I'm not sure who that was who got the ball out of there that was sitting in front of the goal, but they did, and the score will finalize at 0-0. Run through some stats real quick, and to note, this is the first tie between Bridgewater and Eastern Mennonite since 2010. So, pretty eventful final 2 minutes there. Bridgewater controlled most of the second half. Eastern Mennonite had a chance or two in the final couple minutes, and then Bridgewater had a great chance as time expired, just not able to connect. All right, here are some final stats now. Obviously, this final score ended in 0-0. Bridgewater led, 23 shots to 5 shots. It was 5-5 at halftime. Shots on goal was 10-1 in favor of the Eagles. Corners was 8-4 in favor of the Eagles. Bridgewater had 1 save. Davis Bashore and Bousfield had 10 saves. Incredible outing from Ryan Bousfield. And the final one for the team stats. Eastern Mennonite was offsides 4 times. Bridgewater was offside twice.
Good for Ryan. Good towards Keith, especially with Arledge being out.
Riley Queen had 5 shots, extends his lead for his team lead. Sorry, I take that back. Trey Widrick had team lead at 10 shots entering the game. He had 3. Queen had 5. Kane Kiernan for the Royals had 2. And that will just about do it for those stats. Cole Dunbar just missed that last shot there. And that's how the score remained at 0-0. So that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Bridgewater Volleyball plays tonight at 7 p.m. And that's it for us. I'm Tim Elson. Have a great rest of your day.